Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
A man found dead in his vehicle, and it's causing a major traffic issue this morning. It's all happening on I-35 near the downtown area. We have the latest details coming up.
Plus, a large brush fire in Medina County not yet fully contained this morning. We're following the latest developments out there, and we'll have that story in just a few minutes.
And let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. 49 degrees to start your weekend. What is the rest of the day? What does the rest of the weekend look like? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. But until then, good morning. It is 6 o'clock this Saturday, March 26th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. We're coming off our respective weekends. Did you make it outside?
I did. It was beautiful. I went down to Corpus Christi. It was my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. He's 65 today. Still looks like he's 25.
Saw the pictures. Adorable. Happy birthday. So what did you guys do to celebrate?
Just stayed at home, had a little gathering in my parents' backyard. It was nice.
Yeah, perfect day to do it too.
I went up to Austin. It was really fun. Yeah, it was hot though in the afternoon, and that was the case here too. You know, we have really got a big temperature swing in the forecast for not only today but over the weekend. It's cool outside, right? It's a little chilly out there. Temperatures are generally in the 40s and 50s. We've got 41 at Bernie Stage Airfield, 41 in Comfort, 54 in Canyon Lake, 43 in Bulverde, 45 in Rio Medina, 45 in Port SA, and 55 in Converse. But even if you just go for an early morning walk this morning, you're going to notice a quick temperature difference from the time you head out to the time you head back. So huge temperature swing in San Antonio today. At 6 o'clock, it's 52 degrees, but look at the forecast high for the day. 90. We're going to get up to 90 degrees this afternoon. That is a 38-degree temperature swing. So a big day to dress in layers early, especially if you have an early morning. If you don't, short sleeves will do it for you this afternoon. It's going to be warm. So big temperature swing this afternoon, and another big temperature swing tomorrow too. We'll start off at 50 and top off at 88. But something I want to talk about coming up in just a bit is the high fire danger today. We were just talking about that Medina County fire. Well, fire danger is going to be very high today because of gusty winds, low humidity, and warm temperatures. So I'll have a look ahead at that coming up in just a bit. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, San Antonio police are searching for the person involved in a shooting on the main lanes of I-35 southbound near Pine Street. That's east of downtown, and it's caused a big traffic backup this morning. Jonathan Cotto joins us live from the scene. Now, Jonathan, we understood that the shooting took place earlier this morning. So what have you been able to learn?
That's right, Sarah. That shooting took place just minutes before 2 o'clock this morning, and it's still very much an active scene here. The southbound lanes of I-35 continue to be shut down, and they have been for several hours. Now, information is limited, but we have learned one person is dead right now. Police are telling us they found a 27-year-old man dead in his vehicle from multiple gunshot wounds. Right now, we know that that vehicle was found with a number of shots through the windows and through the doors. We're learning the person involved in this shooting took off. Right now, police are working to get a description on that person. But of course, this shooting remains under investigation. As more information is made available, we'll bring that to you. Reporting here from the city's east side, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Other top stories we're following this morning. A large brush fire in the Medina Lake area. It is now 60% contained. And we've also learned that it was started because of a car fire. Now, we're following this, and we have been since 6 o'clock yesterday. So as of 2 this morning, Medina County officials say no structures have been damaged by the flames. There are no longer evacuation orders in effect. They do say multiple agencies are working together to put out the flames. 400 acres are being affected right now. And for now, it appears County Road 271 will stay closed likely through 5 p.m. this evening. They also wanted to let residents in the Medina Lake area know that they will see and hear helicopters above that area through the morning. We're obviously continuing to monitor the situation throughout the day, and we're going to keep you updated on air and online.
It'll be a few more months before we learn the professional fate of a fired San Antonio police officer. Elizabeth Montoya is trying to win her job back after she punched a pregnant woman who was handcuffed back in 2018. In the final day of arbitration hearings yesterday, Montoya defended her handling of the suspect.
She was just screaming in my face, and she was very close. I was afraid that I was either going to get spit on or headbutted.
Montoya described her actions as, quote, rabbit punches and not full-on haymakers. She has documented history of issues interacting with the public. Right now will be be up to an arbitrator to decide if Montoya should get her job back. That decision could take several months.
And an employee at a nursing home behind bars for allegedly slapping an Alzheimer's patient. So this all happened at the Oak Park Nursing and Rehab Center. San Antonio police say Marcelina Ruiz allegedly hit the 84-year-old woman last Saturday. It caused bruising and swelling. Ruiz is a nurse at the clinic, and an arrest affidavit states the patient suffers from an advanced stage of Alzheimer's. It also says she grabbed Ruiz's arm when she tried to change her shirt. When Ruiz noticed she'd been scratched, she allegedly slapped the woman. Now, jail records show Ruiz was arrested Thursday, charged with injury to the elderly by facility caregivers, and that is a second-degree felony.
Overseas now, Russian forces in Ukraine seem to have shifted their focus from a ground offensive amid at Kyiv to instead prioritizing what Moscow calls liberation of the contested Donbas region and the country's industrial east.
There's a lot going on. ABC's Ty Hernandez explains.
Russia now saying its military purpose in Ukraine is to liberate the eastern Donbas region and not to seize other parts of the country, claiming it never had any intention of capturing Kyiv or any other major Ukrainian city.
Our forces and means will concentrate on the main thing, the complete liberation of Donbas.
Officials in Mariupol, a town nearly flattened by Russian shelling, aren't buying it.
They want more than Donbass. They want more than Ukraine. It's absolutely a lie what they say.
A senior U.S. defense official says Russia has lost up to 15% of its combat firepower and is now bringing reinforcements in from a Russian-occupied region of Georgia. U.S. intelligence believes as many as 10,000 Russian troops may have been killed so far. In a new address, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says Ukraine's heroic armed forces dealt powerful blows and significant losses to the enemy. As President Joe Biden touched down in Poland, he once again called Russian President Vladimir Putin a war criminal.
Keep the democracies united in our opposition and our effort to curtail the devastation that is occurring at the hands of a man who, I quite frankly, think is a war criminal.
President Biden will not tour humanitarian efforts in Ukraine, but Biden is scheduled to meet with Ukrainians who fled to Poland in Warsaw today. Ty Hernandez, ABC News, New York.
We do have an update to that story on I-35. The lanes of I-35 southbound have been reopened. They were closed at New Braunfels, and now they are back open at this time.
All right, time now, 6:07, 50 degrees out.
Go Spurs, go!
All right, Spurs coming off a huge win, and they're looking for redemption today against the Pelicans. Last time they played, it didn't work out so well for the Silver and Black. We're going to have a full look at your morning sports and who the Spurs could be without today because of those nasty injuries.
50 degrees, the start of this beautiful spring morning. What will our weather be like for this Saturday? Sarah Spivey will let us know in just a bit.
And before we head to break, quick live look out there at the roadways. We told you about I-35 reopening. Obviously, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Cotto, but a lot of lane closures and a lot of construction going on this weekend. Stephen Gavazos giving us a look at some of those important weekend closures you need to be aware of.
If you have weekend travel plans, well, make sure that you plan ahead. We have a look at your weekend closures. Let's go ahead and start here at Stone Oak Parkway, where we will have some signage installation and lane striping. Now, according to TxDOT, this will start overnight on Saturday, March 26th, and wrap on Monday, March 28th. Drivers, keep in mind that will be overnight, 9 in the evening to 5 in the morning. What you can expect out there is an alternating northbound and southbound main lane closure. What that means is Loop 1604 to Stone Oak Parkway and Stone Oak Parkway to Loop 1604 will be closed at alternating times. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Let's go ahead and take that drive down up here to 35, where we do have some sidewalk and headwall work that's been continuous. Started on Monday, March 21st, and according to TxDOT, that will wrap Saturday, March 26th. Keep in mind, it's 9 in the morning to 5:30 in the afternoon. Drivers expect some crews out there in the single northbound frontage road lane at FM 2252 and Schwab Road. One last drive down over here to 410 does show some detour work that's actually taking place. That will continue through March 28th, so that will wrap up on a Monday. Drivers, keep in mind that will be happening during 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Keep in mind there will also be an alternating northbound main lane closure there between Houston Street and I-10 each day. And for the latest on all those traffic alerts and weekend closures, just scan this QR code that will take you right to the traffic page and stay with KSAT for the very latest.
All right, and of course, We got Fiesta coming up. We got a bunch of medals to show you throughout the shows.
I'm so excited about Fiesta. I mean, it's back in person this year.
It was funny this morning. We were like, it snuck up on us a little bit.
I think it's because Easter is Easter is the weekend Fiesta usually is. So I think they had to bump up Fiesta a little early. But hey, I'm here for it.
Yeah. So Sarah, what can people expect? Is it going to be hot this time around?
For Fiesta, a week from today, it starts on Thursday. It's going to be warm in the afternoons, at least for the start of it. But today, I really want to focus on the fact that there is high grass fire danger today. That is going to be something that we all need to do our part to avoid any kind of fires from spreading. So a red flag warning is in effect from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. today. And red flag warning basically just means that there's high fire danger outside. Fires can start and spread rapidly. It's very dry. We really have not seen a decent amount of rain over the last 3 months. And winds are going to be gusting up to 25 miles per hour from the south and from the southwest. So that means that fires will start easily and fires will spread easily. So what can we do to avoid any kind of fires like the grass fire that's happening in Medina County? Well, first of all, no campfires or burn piles today. That's a big one because, again, they will spread rapidly. Try to avoid any kind of tools that create sparks, chainsaws, those kinds of things, as just a little bit of a spark on some very dry brush could lead to fire. And then finally, dispose of cigarettes properly if you do smoke. Know that today's not a good idea to flick them out of your car onto the median because, again, grass fires could spread very rapidly. But not only are we going to have high grass fire danger today, but temperatures are going to get warm this afternoon, which looking at the map this morning, you may not think that they're going to get warm, but there's going to be a big temperature spread today. It's 48 in New Braunfels, 44 in Hondo, 48 in Gonzales, 41 in Kerrville, 58 in Del Rio, and 52 in Eagle Pass. And when you zoom in, you can see just how cold it is up at Bernie Stage Airfield. It's 41 degrees, 41 in Comfort, 45 at Port SA, and 48 in Seguin. But watch what happens today because we're going to have total sunshine, dry air in place. Temperatures are going to soar. Many of us will be in the low 90s or near 90 degrees today. 91 at the airport, 88 in Seguin, 92 in Castroville, 92 in Hondo, 92 in Bandera, 89 in Kerrville, 90 in Floresville, 93 in Pleasanton, 90 in Nixon Smiley. And again, as I mentioned, those winds are going to be gusting from the south-southwest at about 20-25 miles per hour during the day today. So that kind of wind kind of sometimes feels like a hair dryer when it's coming from the south and west when it's in the afternoon. So keep that in mind. Again, big temperature spread. Chilly this morning. If you have early morning plans, go for a walk. Just know that you may need to take off that jacket during the walk because even by 9, it's going to be 60. By 10, we'll be at 70 degrees. Right around lunch, temperatures are going to soar into the 80s. 81, you'll start to feel a little warm outside around noon. And then as we head into the early afternoon, that's when temperatures are going to be on the hot side. It'll be 90 degrees for 5 p.m., pretty much from 3 to 6. It'll be near 90. And again, those winds will be steady from the south, 10 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles per hour. Hey, something we haven't really had to think about in a while is that the UV index is going to be very high today. Total sunshine, so sunburn time, skin damage time, 20 minutes or less. So if you do have outdoor plans, make sure to put on that sunscreen. Even if you don't sunburn easily, sunscreen is always a good idea to protect your skin. All right, by Tuesday night, we do have a shot at some rain, but I don't want anybody's hopes to get up because it's going to be a very small window and only a small amount of rain is possible in San Antonio. But coming up the next half hour, we'll talk more in depth about that chance for rain. Meanwhile, just a reminder today, 90 degrees. Tomorrow morning, you're going to need that jacket early for church. But then in the afternoon, again, it's going to be warmer in the afternoon. Temperatures are going to be close to 90 degrees. And in the week ahead, warm for sure. Morning clouds on Monday and Tuesday, 80s for the high. That small shot at rain, which we'll talk more about here soon. And then Fiesta begins on Thursday, 90 degrees for the forecast temperature. Fiesta kicks off on Thursday.
Viva Fiesta with 90 degrees.
We're going to be right back with more information after the break.
Good Good morning, welcome back, and go Spurs, go. Silver and Black holding a road practice yesterday in NOLA, trying to get ready for an important rematch with the Pelicans set for this evening. So this comes after, yes, didn't go so well. Some would say they were embarrassed by the Pelicans at home last Friday. They did lose 124-91, but since that game, they've won back-to-back against the Warriors and the Blazers on a 4-game road trip, and now they get a chance at vengeance against New Orleans this evening. But the Pelicans have put more distance between themselves and the Spurs with an upset victory over the Bulls Thursday night. They won 126-109. They grew their lead to 2 games over the Spurs and a move into the 9th place in the position ahead of the Lakers. So an early Spurs game today set for 4 p.m. in New Orleans. And important note, Lonnie Walker, he's out with back spasms, so that hurts. And then Devin Vassell questionable with Achilles soreness. I know how that feels. And can't talk basketball without talking Sweet 16. So here's some of the final scores. All right, big shout out to the St. Peter's Peacocks because they are the first 15 seed ever to be in the Elite Eight. This after they not only won against Kentucky, but they also beat Purdue. And guess what? They won on National Peacock Day.
Wow, go Peacocks.
Go Peacocks. You got UNC returning. They beat UCLA. And let's see, wait for it. Kansas. I think they're the only number 1 seed really left here. 66-61 Providence. And then the Hurricanes coming back with a vengeance. I think this is the first time in program history Miami has actually gone to the Elite Eight. Speaking of the Elite Eight, we have games today. And it's right here in San Antonio. Houston, Villanova. Fun fact, Villanova won a championship in San Antonio. And then in San Francisco at the Chase Center, Arkansas taking on Duke. Are you pulling for any teams today?
No. I mean,
okay.
I'm just living the dream out here, Max.
Jump on the Peacocks bandwagon.
There you go.
All right, 622, 50 degrees out.
Well, coming up next, a look at today's episode of Texas Eats. David Elder joins WWE superstar Goldberg for a tour of his favorite spots.
Some of the best food you can get in the area. And we're actually looking, get this guys, smoked tomahawk steaks. Cooked at a beautiful medium rare finish, but this is like the showstopper.
The only thing bigger and better than this burger is the Gold Burger that he makes special.
Just like it's named after you.
It's named after
There you go. I gotta take a bite of this thing. Let's do it together. Cheers to you. Big old piece of bacon, lettuce, onions, tomatoes, going in for the real thing.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Who's got more on the goatee? Me or Jared?
You can see the smoke ring on the outside of the burger. It has like that char grill vibe going to it. Big old slab. I mean, that's a slab of bacon. That's a solid burger. Look at you. You went for round 2 already.
I'm looking for a napkin.
Oh, yeah. I was hiding.
Get all this off my face.
Well, you'll have a chance to get a Texas Eats Fiesta medal later this morning at Pollos Asados on Penn Road near Highway 90. You can start lining up at 9 a.m. and medals will be handed out starting at 10 a.m. Of course, it's first come, first serve. While supplies last, we ask everyone to be patient and nice about it. David Elder will join us later this morning on GMSA at 9 a.m. And we have that medal right here.
There we go. Are they going to zoom in?
There's a taco and a sandwich on it, and it says Texas. There it is.
Bang! Look at that. I got to say, oh yeah, last weekend there was a good line. David Elder bringing the excitement, bringing the joy, and people brought their patience, so that's all we can ask for.
Pack your patience, and we have a bunch of Fiesta medals that are going to be showing throughout the morning, too.
Oh yeah.
We're excited for Fiesta.
Time now, 628, 50 degrees out.
Well, still ahead on GMSA, the March for Justice is back this year and will be taking place later this morning. After the break, we'll share how Cesar Chavez has made a lasting impact on this year's Grand Marshals.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. 6:31 this morning, Saturday, March 26th. Yesterday, beautiful out there. The sun was shining.
It's been so beautiful lately. I'm just so excited. Spring is my favorite season, not just because it's my birthday month, April, but also because it's Fiesta, and next week Fiesta starts. Here's our KSAT 12 medal here, and we have several medals on the desk we'll be showing throughout the morning.
All right, so Sarah Spivey, 50 now, 90 later?
That's exactly right. You've given the whole forecast, Max. That is a big temperature swing, right? That's 40 degrees. We are going to continue to see big temperature swings all weekend long. So really think about if you have morning plans, you'll need the jacket. But if you want to be outside in the afternoon, it's going to be short sleeves and shorts weather this afternoon, and sunscreen. Let's not forget that. 52 degrees outside right now. West-northwest winds at about 5 miles per hour. Look at that dew point. Dew point's in the 20s. That is very, very dry air. Not only is that chapstick weather, static electricity weather, but it's also high grass fire danger weather whenever we have weather that dry outside, and we have not seen rain recently. It's going to lead to elevated fire danger today. Now, in the futurecast, temperatures this afternoon are going to be much warmer than where they're at right now. We'll be looking at 88 in Helotes, 92 in Bandera, 92 in Devine, 90 in Floresville, 90 in Nixon Smiley. In the San Antonio metro area, it'll be near 90 in Converse, Stinson, Port SA, and at the airport, 87 in Bulverde. So what's up with the weather? What are we going to talk about in the forecast? Well, we're going to talk about the high grass fire danger today and an update on that Medina County fire. You may see some smoke in the air. We'll also talk about the big temperature swings all weekend long. And then finally, there is a small shot at rain this week. We'll show you those details and which areas have the better chance for rain coming up in just a bit. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, San Antonio police investigating a shooting that happened outside a Southside bar and it involved a security guard. Jonathan Cotto joining us live. So, Jonathan, do we know what exactly happened inside the bar?
Good morning, Max. We are learning it was quite the ruckus inside a B&N Sports Bar last night. We are told all this happening after that man was kicked out for causing a scene inside. But of course, this story doesn't end right there. That man, we're told, went back inside the bar and continued to make a scene inside. They say that man noticed the security guard from across the bar and began to make moves towards him. Police tell us the security unholstered his weapon and fired off a warning shot towards the ground, but that shot ricocheted and grazed the suspect's ankle. Now, the suspect was checked out by EMS on scene. He was not taken to a nearby hospital. He is facing a charge for trespassing. You know, it's important to note that the security guard was also detained for questioning. It's unclear right now whether he will be charged or not. Of course, the shooting is under investigation. We'll bring you the latest as it's available. Reporting live, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Well, after 2 years on pause due to the pandemic, the Cesar Chavez March for Justice will be held back in person on the streets of San Antonio.
Today's 26th annual march also coincides with the first ever official city holiday on Thursday to honor the civil rights leader.
RJ Marquez tells us about the march and Chavez's lasting impact on this year's Grand Marshals.
At this Westside Elementary School, these students are sitting in on a book reading with the First Lady of San Antonio, Erica Prosper Nuremberg.
Because relatives would swarm into the ranch for barbecues.
The topic, the impact and legacy of Mexican-American civil rights leader Cesar Chavez.
As much as it was to fight for justice for all workers, it really was about reminding everyone that human beings exist and do those jobs to help us move forward in life.
Mrs. Nuremberg grew up in a migrant farm working family. She's hoping these children can learn the value of hard work and getting an education.
We didn't really know much except that if you graduated high school, you'd have a better chance. And then as I got older, if you graduated college, you'd have an even better chance.
Saturday's march downtown holds a special meaning to Mrs. Nuremberg. She will be one of the Grand Marshals along with one of Cesar Chavez's sons, Paul Chavez.
We can gather under the banner of my father's legacy and march and remember him, but also celebrate the work of all the good folks of San Antonio.
While the march honors Cesar Chavez's legacy, Paul says it's also a bridge for younger generations.
It's that combined with continuing to go out and advocate for those less fortunate, that doing both of those things, then we honor my father's legacy.
For Chavez and Mrs. Nuremberg, the march is a reminder of what can be accomplished.
I remind kids, especially Latino kids here in San Antonio, where we are 68% Hispanic, that people in power, quote unquote, can look like them.
A big part of his work was just fighting for opportunity so that kids could grow up and that they could have an opportunity to advance and to pursue their dreams.
RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
So the march itself starts at 10 o'clock this morning. If you need a ride to the event, VIA is offering free rides with pickup starting at 8 at the Alamo Dome. Rides with Via will be available from 8 to 10 this morning, and we'll have return service starting at 2:30 this afternoon from Old Bowie Street next to the Institute of Texan Cultures. You can find all this information right now on KSAT.com.
In your morning headlines, Taylor Hawkins, the drummer of the legendary rock band the Foo Fighters, has died. Now, the band made the announcement just yesterday. The music group went on to say they are devastated from this loss. His cause of death not yet released, but the Foo Fighters had a performance scheduled for Friday in Bogota, Colombia, followed by Lollapalooza, Brazil on Sunday. The band also set to perform at the Grammys in Vegas on April 3rd. Hawkins was 50 years old.
Well, turning to the coronavirus, many are asking, will a fourth dose of the COVID-19 vaccine be recommended for older adults? A new study out of Israel supports the idea that a fourth dose would increase protection against infection, but that protection tends to weaken faster than the third dose. The study looked at Israeli adults ages 60 and older. Last week, Pfizer and Moderna both announced they have asked the FDA to authorize a second booster for certain age groups. The FDA's Vaccine Advisory Committee is meeting April 6th to consider whether it should be recommended.
For more than 40 years, economic leaders of San Antonio have taken an annual trip to Washington, D.C. They do this to advocate on behalf of the Alamo City. Local leaders say it is the best way to influence our members of Congress, administration officials, and leaders at the Pentagon, trying to shape funding decisions and the direction of policy, meeting these leaders face to face. The SA to D.C. trip is set for tomorrow, and we are set to speak with one of the leaders of the trip tomorrow. On Leading SA at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, President and CEO of the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce, Richard Perez, set to join us live. We're going to be talking about the goals of the trip, the conversations he expects to have, and the current state of our local economy. If you have any questions you would like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Join us tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for the full conversation. Time now, just about 6:39, 50 degrees out.
We'll still ahead on GMSA. It may be a lesser-known university on the city's south side, but this campus has high hopes for its future. Jesse Degollado shares more about Baptist University of the Americas history and where it's headed next.
Plus, convincing your aging parents to give up driving. It's a delicate conversation, but if you have to make the conversation, have the conversation, we have some tips to make that a little bit easier. We're going to explain.
50 degrees at 6:39 this morning. It's a bit chilly outside, but Sarah Spivey says a big warm-up ahead. She'll explain when we come back. According to statistics from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, there are more than 30 million senior drivers in the U.S. Many adult children worry about their aging parents' safety and the safety of others. But talking to an older parent about driving can be an emotional topic. Mark Austin has some advice for how to approach this difficult subject.
Driving isn't just a way to get around. For many seniors, it's a sign of independence, and giving it up isn't easy.
I don't get on the highway and go slowly.
It was not my choice. A young lady slammed her car into mine and demolished my car and put me in the hospital.
In a recent survey, nearly 40% of people said the single hardest conversation they've had with their aging parents was about handing over the car keys.
Families and children would rather talk about funeral plans and selling a house before they would talk about taking away the keys from their adult drivers.
But the conversation does need to happen. Experts recommend talking to your parent early on about their driving before you even get concerned, so you can agree on a plan. If you think your loved one is putting themselves at risk, give specific examples of incidents that occurred. Avoid being confrontational and listen to what they have to say. Lastly, present practical alternatives. Suggest a taxi or rideshare service like Lyft or GoGo Grandparent, or have family members scheduled to drive your parent to important appointments. City or county transportation services may also provide free or low-cost rides. A better idea is to encourage financial independence in your kids and find ways to provide non-monetary support. Mark Austin, KSAT 12 News.
All right, time out there right now. 50 degrees. You think it's cold?
50 degrees is cold, Max. Yeah. Come on, I'm a South Texas girl. Sarah Spivey knows that.
I agree that 50 degrees is chilly. You need the jacket early this morning, but just give it 2 hours and it's going to be comfortable outside, and by this afternoon it's going to be warm. Hey, we were talking about it earlier, the fire in Medina County. I wanted to give you an update. It's a brush fire out there in Medina County, just south of Medina Lake, and you know, it's 60% contained at the moment, which is good news, but over 400 plus acres have burned, and today helicopters are going to be out there hoping to get that fire even more under control. But you may notice around San Antonio today a little bit of smoke on the horizon, a little bit of haze on the horizon. There is some very light smoke detected around San Antonio, up toward Canyon Lake, New Braunfels, Seguin, Floresville, of course in Medina County near that fire. But it really is not going to cause any major respiratory issues. In fact, looking at air quality just now, air quality is moderate, just one step below good. But really, unless you know you are very, very, very sensitive to smoke in the air, the pollen is probably going to be more of an issue for you today, and we'll get that pollen count coming up in just a bit in the next hour. But again, air quality is moderate. It's all right. You just may notice that haze on the horizon. Yeah, it is chilly, according to me and Sarah. It's chilly outside. 41 in Bulverde, 52 in Helotes, 43 Bernie Stage, 48 in New Braunfels. It's 48 in Seguin, 52 at Stinson, 44 in Rio Medina, and 44 in Hondo. But watch what temperatures are going to do this afternoon. They are going to soar under complete sunshine. We're going to be in the 90s in many places. 92 in Bandera, 90 Rio Medina, 89 in New Braunfels, 88 in Seguin, near 90 around the San Antonio metro area. It'll be 90 in Stinson, 91 Port Say, 87 in Bulverde, 87 in Bernie, 93 in Pleasanton. So definitely going to be a warm one this afternoon, bordering on hot. And combine the hot, dry, and gusty weather, and you get high grass fire danger. I mean, we just talked about that grass fire in Medina County. There is a red flag warning today from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for the entire KSAT 12 viewing area. This does include Bexar County and the San Antonio metro area. Let's do our part to try to avoid grass fires from spreading. And the best thing you can do, make sure cigarettes are disposed of properly. Try to avoid any kind of tools that create sparks, and absolutely no outdoor burning today or campfires. Now, looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast again, we'll dip down into the 40s here briefly, but look at that, a 12-degree jump. Just by 9 o'clock, we'll be at 60 degrees. By 10, we'll be near 70, so it's going to be comfortable outside by 10. Notice that winds, which are relatively calm right now, are really going to start to pick up from the south and from the southwest around lunch. You'll notice a breeze from the southwest, 10 to 15, gusting up to 20. And around lunch, too, that's when temperatures are going to soar into the 80s. So it's going to be warm this afternoon. We'll be topping off near 90 degrees this afternoon for the high temperature, and it's going to be a very mild evening tonight. All right. Can we see any rain in our future? Well, there's a small possibility. Looking at the satellite radar across the nation, some snow across the Great Lakes, but we're under the influence of a ridge of high pressure. That's why tomorrow's going to be dry, Monday's going to be dry, Tuesday's going to be dry. But Tuesday night, an upper level low pressure system is going to approach from the west. But notice that it really only brings us a small chance for some isolated showers and storms by early Wednesday morning. We're going to be on the tail end of this system, so not expecting much in the way of rain at all. Just that small shot to see some showers and storms Tuesday night into Wednesday. Again, just a reminder, today it's going to be warm near 90. Another big temperature swing tomorrow, waking up at 50 tomorrow morning. And then another warm one in the afternoon near 90 degrees on Sunday. Morning clouds Monday and Tuesday, and then that small chance for rain. Hey, coming up, I'll have a look at the air quality out there again, just to double check things for you in just a few minutes. Max and Sarah.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. Just about 6:49, 50 degrees out.
Let's take a look at some lotto numbers. Pick 3, 843, Fireball 9, Daily 4, 1854, Fireball 5.
Cash 5, 6, 9, 19, 20, 25. And here we go. Did you play?
No, but no one won last night, so now it's up to 60 million.
Okay, 100 million's a line, right?
Yes.
All right, then we enter. Mega Millions, 3, 13, 42, 51, 58. Big number 17. Mega Player 2, good luck. We'll be right back.
Well, not many know this is the Southside's other institution of higher learning, the Baptist University of the Americas. It was accredited actually 6 years before Texas A&M San Antonio even arrived, yet it began as the Mexican Baptist Bible Institute.
All right, so founded 75 years ago in downtown San Antonio, it moved just off I-35, becoming a Southside landmark for decades. Eventually, it was the Hispanic Baptist Theological Seminary, but that was then. As Jesse Delgado tells us, the small university with only about 100 students, it has high hopes for the future.
What may look like a condo community is actually the Baptist University of the Americas.
In the same consortium with other Baptist schools like Baylor, Dallas Baptist, Houston Baptist, Wayland.
Yet for over 50 years, first it was a Bible institute, then a seminary for preachers and missionaries with ministries in South Texas and Mexico. Until in 2003, BUA became a nationally accredited university, when this was still its student housing.
Ethical and moral decisions.
This year, most of it was repurposed as classrooms and offices. Students and their mostly adjunct professors will tell you, although it's a Christian university.
Are they still pretty tough academically?
Oh yeah, of course.
They are very strict with how you do academically.
If a person is going to represent themselves as a Christian and then not perform and not be at that level, then we've really kind of hurt our cause.
BUA students can earn bachelor degrees in business leadership, human behavior, the social sciences, music, and theology, with more planned.
Go over to Haggai chapter 1.
And gathering for chapel and Bible study courses are mandatory for a few semesters. Even so, says a sophomore in business leadership.
I visited many colleges, but this one, it just feels like a family.
No doubt about it. BUA has plenty of room to grow, 60 acres, and its future is already in the planning stages.
I'm ready and willing to serve our community here in the south side of San Antonio, really all over San Antonio and beyond.
On the south side, Jesse Degollado, KSAT 12 News.
That is so interesting. I was actually reading about it on KSAT.com this morning. I didn't even know about it.
I didn't either. Now we know.
Thank you, Jesse. Time now, 6:54, 50 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, I'm Jonathan Cotto. San Antonio police are searching for a suspect involved in a shooting happening right here on the southbound lanes of I-35 just minutes before 2 o'clock this morning. Information is limited, but police tell us they found a 27-year-old man dead inside this vehicle from multiple gunshot wounds. The suspect managed to leave the scene, and police do not have a good description, but of course, this case remains under investigation. We'll bring you all the latest as more information is made available. Reporting from the city's east side, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
High fire danger today. Red flag warning in effect for all of the KSAT 12 viewing area. Any fires that develop will spread rapidly, so please avoid any kind of outdoor burning. Make sure cigarettes are disposed of properly. Now, it is a little chilly out there this morning. It's 49 in San Antonio, 49 in New Braunfels, 43 Bernie Stage, 44 in Bandera, and 44 in Hondo. But temperatures today, this afternoon, we're going to be near 90. So talk about a temperature swing. Chilly this morning, really warm this afternoon, bordering hot this afternoon with that high grass fire danger. Another big temperature swing tomorrow, too, for your Sunday, 50 in the morning, 88 in the afternoon. And then looking ahead, we'll be in the 80s all week long. There is a small window for rain Tuesday night into Wednesday, but it's not going to be the rain that puts the dent in the drought for us at all. It's really just going to be moving through very quickly Tuesday night into Wednesday. Otherwise, warm this week.
All right.
Thank you, Sarah.
So one of the things that was important for the forecast, people later this morning around 9 a.m., they're going to be out there for the Cesar Chavez March. And then you saw the Fiesta right there.
Fiesta on Thursday.
Boom.
And this is the Texas Eats medal that David Elder's going to be giving away later today. But I also want to show off, I really like
I like the SA Live one.
And then, of course, sorry, that's turned around.
And
then, of course,
David Elder going to be this
and this
morning?
is our KSAT medal that we're having.
Yeah, David Elder's going to be joining us live at 9 a.m. We're going to have previews throughout the show. Ooh, you got to show off the public library, too. You got to represent.
I mean, we have a bunch of them up here. We'll be showing up throughout the morning.
We're going to take an hour-long break for Good Morning America. We'll see you back here, 8 a.m.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
One man dead this morning after a shooting just east of downtown. we have the latest information from police.
And we'll have the latest on a big brush fire still burning this morning over in Medina County.
Good morning, San Antonio. I'm Jonathan Cotto, and in just a couple of hours, thousands of San Antonians will be taking to the street in honor of the great humanitarian Cesar Chavez in the March for Justice. Details coming up on GMSA.
And let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. 49 degrees to start your Saturday morning. What does the rest of the day, what does the rest of the weekend look like? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. Until then, good morning. It is 8 o'clock this Saturday. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. So 49 degrees, that's the line, right?
No, it's too chilly. Too chilly. But
Okay.
I do love this spring-like weather we've been having the last couple of days. I'm seeing a lot of flowers blooming in the area. It's Fiesta season, and we have a bunch of different KSAT medals we're going to be showing throughout the morning. I know
Sarah
Sarah
Spivey
Spivey showing the Weather Authority.
Yeah, the Weather Authority medal says Fiesta forecast. We're going to be doing a couple of medal giveaways there for that medal later on this week. But one thing you'll notice today is that you absolutely need the jacket this morning, but in the afternoon, it's going to be short sleeves and shorts weather. Let's take a look out there with temperatures right now. 48 degrees in San Antonio. It's 46 in Converse, 49 in Stinson, 46 in Seguin, 52 in Canyon Lake, and 39 in Kerrville, even in the 30s in some areas across the KSAT 12 viewing area. So we got down to 47 degrees at 6:24 this morning. But guess what the forecast high is today? 90 for the forecast high temperature. That is a 43-degree temperature swing forecast for the day today. So jackets now, you are not going to want them at all this afternoon. Hey, it's a great day to spend some time outdoors. It's going to be plenty sunny out there everywhere. So if you're planning on heading out to one of our local state parks, know that it's going to be warm in the afternoon. You're going to want the sunscreen, and temperatures are going to be close to 90 degrees just about everywhere you look. Guadalupe River Park, temperatures are going to be near 90 degrees. Government Canyon near 90 as well. Lost Maples near 90. So all in all, if you're planning on getting out today, know that it's going to be very toasty this afternoon. There's also high grass fire danger, and coming up in the forecast, we're going to talk more in detail about that. There's a red flag warning in effect, but tomorrow, again, another big temperature swing, 50 in the morning, 88 for the afternoon. All in all, a warm weekend. I'll have a look at that grass fire danger, though, coming up here in just a bit. Sarah, Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, a man is dead after an overnight shooting just east of downtown. It happened around 2 o'clock this morning on I-35 near Pine Street. That's where police say they found a 27-year-old man dead in his vehicle. They say he had been shot several times through the windows and doors. The incident caused a complete shutdown of the southbound lanes of I-35 for several hours. At this time, police don't know what led up to the shooting and have not made any arrests.
Happening today after a 2-year hiatus, the 26th annual Cesar Chavez March for Justice, it returns to the Alamo City.
This year's march bringing thousands of San Antonians to march in the streets in honor of the great humanitarian Cesar Chavez, who worked tirelessly for Latinos and working families.
Our Jonathan Cotto joining us live from the city's west side. Good morning, Jonathan. How's everything look out there?
Good morning, Max. Good morning, Sarah. Nice to see you both. Things are looking great. The setup is underway, and here in just a moment, the event is going to be officially kicking off. But to talk to me a little bit more about the details happening today for this March for Justice is Ernest. Ernest, we're excited to be here. You're excited to be here. What's going to be happening?
Yes, we're excited. We're back. After 2 years not being able to march, we are back for the 26th annual Cesar Chavez March for Justice. So, yes, a lot to be excited about today.
Now, talk to me a little bit about who's expected to speak at today's event and why are we all gathering here? There's a lot of people who aren't familiar with Cesar Chavez. Talk to us a little bit about that.
First and foremost, we're here to pay tribute to the life and legacy of Cesar Chavez, Dolores Huerta, and the spirit of La Causa. You know, we honor our heroes in San Antonio. This is one way we do it for Cesar Chavez. Special guest today, we have Paul Chavez, the son of Cesar Chavez, who will be speaking today. He came in from California last night. We have the mayor, First Lady Erica Prosper is our Grand Marshal with Paul Chavez, and also some other speakers from the movement. We have Arturo Rodriguez, who is the emeritus President Emeritus of the United Farm Workers, who will be here, Rebecca Flores, and we have some students speaking from UTSA today. So we're going to lend our voice today. We're coming together to celebrate, and we also are celebrating for the first ever Cesar Chavez holiday that we're celebrating next Thursday, passed by our mayor and city council.
That is incredible, and I'm so happy to hear that passed. For those folks that are at home that are interested in participating in today's march, I believe there's still time for them to get down here, and also some free transportation. What are the details, Ernest?
Absolutely. Head your way to the Alamo Dome right now. They're taking shuttles. We have 15 buses that have been allocated for the march. So their first bus just left a few minutes ago, and they'll be going all the way through 945. Get to the Alamo Dome, Lot B, get on the bus. They take you right to the front of the march, and at the end, we're headed to Hemisphere, by the way, so we're going to have a celebration with Little Joey, La Familia, and Pinata Protest that's going to perform, and you get taken right back to the Alamo Dome afterwards, so make your way down.
Ernest, thank you so much, folks. There you have it. This is the place to be this morning. Free transportation. Those are the details. We're going to be here all morning long, bringing you the latest from the Cesar Chavez 26th Annual March for Justice. Max, Sarah.
Thank you, Jonathan. Some other top stories this morning. A large brush fire in Medina Lake area. We've been following it since about 6 p.m. yesterday. And as of around 4:30 this morning, Medina County officials say no structures have been damaged by the flames. We've also learned that it started by a car fire. No evacuation orders are in place right now. We are told the 400-acre fire, it's about 60% contained. It appears County Road 271 will remain closed through the day, at least until 5 p.m. today. Now, crews also want to let families in the area, the Medina Lake area, know that they will see and hear helicopters above that area throughout the morning. Obviously, we're going to be continuing to monitor the situation throughout the day, so make sure to stay with us on air and online for the latest information.
An employee at a nursing home is behind bars for allegedly slapping a patient with Alzheimer's. It happened at the Oak Park Nursing and Rehab Center. According to San Antonio Police, Maricelina Felipe Ruiz hit the 84-year-old woman last Saturday, causing bruising and swelling. Ruiz is a nurse at the clinic. An arrest affidavit states that the patient suffers from an advanced stage of Alzheimer's. It also says she grabbed Ruiz's arm when she tried to change her shirt. When Ruiz noticed she'd been scratched, she allegedly slapped the woman. Jail records show she was arrested Thursday and charged with injury to an elderly by facility caregiver, which is a second-degree felony.
And we now know it'll be a few more months before we learn the professional fate of a fired San Antonio police officer. Elizabeth Montoya is trying to win her job back after being accused of punching a pregnant woman who was handcuffed back in 2018. In the final day of the arbitration hearing yesterday, Montoya defended her handling of the suspect.
She was just screaming in my face, and she was very close. I was afraid that I was either going to get spit on or headbutted.
Montoya went on to describe her actions as, quote, rabbit punches and not full-on haymakers. She has a documented history of issues interacting with the public. Right now, it'll be up to an arbitrator to decide if Montoya should get her job back, and that decision could take several months.
Taylor Hawkins, a drummer of legendary rock band the Foo Fighters, has died. The band made that announcement yesterday. The music group went on to say they are devastated from this loss. His cause of death has not been released. The Foo Fighters had a performance scheduled for Friday in Bogota, Colombia, followed by Lollapalooza in Brazil on Sunday. The band was also set to perform at the Grammys in Las Vegas on April 3rd. Hawkins was 50 years old.
All right, turning to COVID, a lot of people are asking, will a fourth dose of a vaccine be recommended to older adults? Well, a new study out of Israel supports the idea that a fourth dose would increase protection against COVID, but that protection tends to weaken faster than after the third dose. The study looked at Israeli adults over 60 years old, and last week Pfizer and Moderna both announced they have asked the FDA to authorize a second booster shot for certain age groups. The FDA's Vaccine Advisory Committee is set to meet April 6th and should consider whether it would be recommended. Well, For more than 40 years, economic leaders of San Antonio have taken an annual trip to Washington, D.C. They go to advocate on behalf of the Alamo City. Local leaders say it is the best way to influence members of Congress, administration officials, and even leaders at the Pentagon. They want to shape funding decisions and shape the direction of policy. They want to meet face to face. The SA to D.C. trip is set for tomorrow, and we are set to speak with one of the leaders of the trip tomorrow. On Leading SA at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, the president and CEO of the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce, Richard Perez, is set to join us live. We're going to be talking about his goals for the trip, the conversations he expects to have, and the current state of our local economy. If you have any questions you'd like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Then join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Hear the full conversation. Time now, 8:10, 49 degrees out.
Well, coming up a little later on GMSA, the 94th Academy Awards are tomorrow. They'll be right here on KSAT 12. We'll have a preview.
And take a live look at those roadways. Oh, it is gorgeous out there. A crisp 49 degrees out there, but there are some closures that you need to know about throughout the weekend. Stephen Cavazos has a look at some of those important closures in just a bit.
Max, you stole my word. Crisp.
It is crisp.
That's what I describe these crisp.
Do you have a temperature that demarcates crisp?
I think 50.
50?
Makes it a little crispy out there. But things are set to warm up. Sarah Spivey will say by how much when we come back.
If you have weekend travel plans, well, make sure that you plan ahead. We have a look at your weekend closures. Let's go ahead and start here at Stone Oak Parkway, where we will have some signage installation and lane striping. Now, according to TxDOT, this will start overnight on Saturday, March 26th, and wrap on Monday, March 28th. Drivers, keep in mind that will be overnight, 9 in the evening to 5 in the morning. What you can expect out there is an alternating northbound and southbound main lane closure. What that means is Loop 1604 to Stone Oak Parkway and Stone Oak Parkway to Loop 1604 will be closed at alternating times. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Let's go ahead and take that drive down up here to 35, where we do have some sidewalk and headwall work that's been continuous. Started on Monday, March 21st, and according to TxDOT, that will wrap Saturday, March 26th. Keep in mind, it's 9 in the morning to 5:30 in the afternoon. Drivers expect some crews out there in the single northbound frontage road lane at FM 2252 and Schwab Road. One last drive down over here to 410 does show some detour work that's actually taking place. That will continue through March 28th, so that will wrap up on a Monday. Drivers, keep in mind that will be happening during 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Keep in mind there will also be an alternating northbound main lane closure there between Houston Street and I-10 each day. And for the latest on all those traffic alerts and weekend closures, just scan this QR code that will take you right to the traffic page, and stay with KSAT for the very latest.
Thanks for that, Stephen. Yeah, we are really going to have a really interesting day today because it's cold out there now, but it's going to warm up very quickly and we'll be near 90 degrees. So it's going to be warm, it's going to be breezy, and it's going to be dry. That is a bad recipe for grass fires. And so because of that, there is a red flag warning in effect for all of the KSAT 12 viewing area until 8 p.m. tonight, as any fires that develop will spread rapidly, and we're continuing to monitor that fire in Medina County just south of Medina Lake. Very dry and winds gusting up to 25 miles per hour. So here's some things that you can do today to prevent grass fires. First of all, absolutely no campfires or burn piles. That is a big no-no today because those will spread very fast, and try to avoid using tools that create sparks, so like chainsaws or those kinds of things. If you do smoke, make sure to dispose of cigarettes properly, and don't drag trailer chains. Those can cause sparks, which can eventually cause grass fires as well. And as I mentioned, it's chilly out there this morning. It's 42 in Hondo, 43 in Pleasanton, 51 in Uvalde, 50 in New Braunfels, and a closer view here, 39 in Kerrville, 43 at Bernie Stage Airfield, 44 in Seguin, and 46 in Converse. But the sun is out, and we're going to warm up from here on out. Total sunshine today, and then look at these high temperatures forecast for this afternoon. 89 in Converse. It's going to be 88 in Seguin, near 91 in San Antonio, 89 in New Braunfels, 88 in Helotes, 90 Rio Medina, 93 Sabinal, 93 in Pleasanton, and up in the Hill Country where it's in the 30s right now, it's forecast to be near 90 degrees as well. So jackets this morning, you're not going to need them at all this afternoon. And looking at potential wind gusts from the south-southwest at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. It's going to be a fairly windy day too. So just looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, even by 9, we're going to be at 60 degrees here. So we're in the 40s right now, but by 9, we'll be in the 60s. By 10, 70 degrees by 10. After 10, you will not need the jacket. Around lunch, it's going to be in the 80s, 81 degrees. Notice again that those winds are going to pick up throughout the day, sustained from the south-southwest at 10 to 15, but gusting up to 20 to 25. By 4 p.m., that's when we'll be near 90 degrees. It's going to be hot this afternoon. Temperatures are going to be very mild this evening, too. We're still going to be in the 70s by 8 p.m. Honestly, it's going to feel a lot like a late summer's night without the humidity this evening, so you won't need the jacket if you have Saturday night plans as well outside. Something to consider, though, is that it is going to be sunny all day, so if you have outdoor plans, the UV index today is very high. Sunburn time, skin damage time, 20 minutes. Even if you don't sunburn easily, skin damage is still possible just from how sunny it's going to be all day long. And we need some rain, but the simple fact of the matter is we only have a small window for rain Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And coming up in the next half hour, we'll talk more in depth about that rain chance, but it doesn't look that great as far as rainfall is concerned. Another reminder that today's going to be warm. Tomorrow morning, you'll need the jacket again. Early morning church plans or things like that. Sunday morning, you're going to want the jacket. By the afternoon, it's going to be near 90 degrees again. Warm Monday and Tuesday, that small chance for rain, which we'll talk more about here in a bit. And we just got the pollen count in too, so we'll show that too in the next about 30 minutes or so. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. It's 8:18 and 51 degrees.
All right, go Spurs, go. Well, matinee today. Spurs, an afternoon matchup on the road, an important game taking on the Pelicans, looking for some revenge. We're going to explain and what it means for the playoffs. Good morning, welcome back, and go Spurs, go. Spurs holding a road practice yesterday in New Orleans, trying to get ready for this important matchup, taking on the Pelicans this evening. And I'm not going to lie to you, it was a little embarrassing last time they played. The Pelicans won at home last Friday, 124-91. So since that game, Spurs have won back-to-back games, beating the Warriors and the Blazers on a 4-game road trip. Now we get a chance at revenge against New Orleans this evening, but the Pelicans have actually put more distance between themselves and the Spurs. They had that huge upset victory over the Bulls on Thursday night, and they expanded their lead to 2 games over the Spurs, moving into 9th place. Right now, the Pelicans are actually ahead of the Lakers. So an early Spurs game today, tip-off set for 4 p.m. in New Orleans. And important notes, Lonnie Walker is out with back spasms. Devin Vassell questionable with a sore Achilles. I know how that feels.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. So
go Spurs, go.
Beat me to it. Go Spurs, go.
All right. It's 8:23 and 51 degrees.
Let's go.
Still ahead on GMSA, David Elder has a preview of this week's edition of Texas Eats. Hey there, Shiner there.
Yeah. We're also going to talk about medals.
Area and what's happening inside of these vessels.
Okay, so we're taking the malt and we're bringing it across into the brew house where it's crushed, it's cracked through a mill, it's weighed, and it's dropped into these vessels where we add artesian water, and this is where the mashing process takes place. This is where we're converting the starches from the grain into fermentable sugars. So it's a process. Each one of these vessels do something different. This one here is the lauter tun. That's the biggest one. This is where we actually, after we convert the sugars, we're going to separate the liquid from the grain, from the husk, and go into the brew kettle. And the brew kettle is where the liquid is boiled. That's where the hops are added. The hops would give it the bitter flavors.
Now, what kind of hops are these right here?
These are nuggets. This is actually going to be put in one of our mainstream beers. Take a sniff of that.
Yeah, take a sniff. Wow, that is intense.
Yes.
Okay, so later this morning, you have a chance to pick up a Texas Eats Fiesta medal. It's going to be happening at Boyle's Asados on Penn Road near Highway 90.
All right, you can start lining up at 9 a.m., so you got about a half hour. Medals will be handed out at 10 a.m. It is a first-come, first-served basis while supplies last. David Elder going to be joining us live this morning on GMSA at 9 a.m., and here you go. Here's a little sneak peek.
Here's the medal that you can pick up today. Here it is.
There we go.
I'm trying to get close enough. It has a sandwich on it. It has a taco on it, a drink on it. It's really cute. It's a really cute Texas Eats medal, and David Elder will be giving them away. He's going to be live with us on GMSA for his medal giveaway.
That's right. Time now, 8:28, 52 degrees out.
Well, we have much more to come in our next half hour on GMSA, including a dramatic tiger attack in Florida. The incident all caught on camera, and now we're hearing the 911 calls as the incident was unfolding.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday, 8:31 this morning. So it is 52 degrees. It's a little warmer than how we started. Could get warmer though. I know that you hate the cold.
I hate the cold. I'm here for the warm weather. Max, Sarah Spivey's been saying it all morning. Wear your sunscreen today. I know you like to go get your tan on.
Yeah.
Try. 29 years, still haven't gotten tan, but we're going to keep trying out here.
I'm looking out for your face wrinkles.
Yeah, we're going to see tons of sunshine today. And although we're in the 40s and 50s now, we're going to be near 90 this afternoon. So a big temperature swing. Hey, before the break, I promised you the pollen count. We did get it in, and it's not very pretty. So oak and ash are moderate. And I've definitely seen the oak trees and the ash trees pollinating. I had a thin layer of yellow on my vehicle this morning. And so, again, it is oak season. And if anything is bothering you outside, it's more than likely the oak and the ash. Now, molds, hackberry and mulberry are present as well, but in low amounts. And looking outside right now, you can see there is a thin haze on the horizon. That is from some smoke from some local fires that we'll talk about here in just a bit in the full forecast. But just know that you may see a bit of a haze on the horizon today from that smoke. It's 48 degrees. It's chilly. Winds are from the west-northwest at about 10 miles per hour. But look at these high temperatures this afternoon. This is what we're talking about. You are not going to need the jacket after 10 o'clock this morning because it's going to be warming up. We'll be at 93 in Sabinal, 90 at Stinson, 90 in Converse, 91 in the airport, near 90 up in Kerrville and in Comfort, where it started in the 30s today. And in the Nixon Smiley area, it's going to be 90 degrees as well. Coming up in the forecast, we're going to talk about that grass fire danger out there that is very high. We'll even take a look at the grass fire that's going on in Medina County and how that could affect our weather today. We will talk about those big temperature swings not only today, but also tomorrow. And then finally, a small shot at rain this week. Small shot at rain, and you may not like what you have to hear when I tell you about where that rain is more than likely headed coming up this week. And I'll have a look at that forecast in just a bit. Sarah, Max.
Thank you, Sarah. After a 2-year hiatus, the Cesar Chavez March is back here in the Alamo City.
It's exciting to see all these events come back in person. Jonathan Cotto is live out there. Jonathan, how's it looking?
Good morning, Sarah, and you're absolutely right. It's fascinating and awesome to see these events come back to life. Right now, I'm located at the intersection of Brazos and Guadalupe, just in front of the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center, united together in the spirit of La Causa. Viva Cesar Chavez. You and I, Ernest, both know who Cesar Chavez is and what he's done for our people, but there's a lot of viewers out there who may not know who Cesar Chavez is. Talk to me a little bit about his legacy and his influence here in San Antonio.
Well, first and foremost, Cesar Chavez is an American icon who championed for many in the movement called the forgotten people, the farm workers. You know, farm workers were mistreated. They were not being listened. They were not being attended to. And Cesar Chavez was that spark. That not only for the farm workers, but for a movement. Si se puede. Yes, we can become a mayor. Yes, we can finish high school, go to college. But in the early days, Cesar Chavez advocated for the farm workers, the people who toil in the fields for us to feed a nation, who work in the hot sun, who make sure that we're nourished as a nation. And so Cesar Chavez represents so much to so many different people, not just Latinos and Hispanic, but the entire country. He got the attention of the world. And so he sacrificed his life for many. And he loved San Antonio. He made many visits here in San Antonio. Not too far from here, a few blocks away, Cesar Chavez was introduced to the community at large in 1979. My father had introduced him to the community. We had the Catholic Church and leaders like Father Cheryl Smith. We had leaders from the community, first-time elected officials, Latino elected officials here for the city of San Antonio. A lot of breakthroughs, and that's what Cesar Chavez represents. That breakthrough of that mindset that si se puede, yes we can.
Sí se puede, Ernest. I can't say it any better. It can't be said in any other way. Thank you so much for those details, for that information. In the next half hour, we will be here for the opening ceremony. We know Grand Marshal and the First Lady of San Antonio, Erica Prosper Nuremberg, will be speaking. A number of events are going to be taking place before we step off into that march for justice. Max, Sarah?
Thank you, Jonathan. Also new this morning, the investigation ongoing after scary moments at a Southside sports bar last night. A security guard fired his gun. So this all unfolded just before midnight at the B&N Sports Bar on Roosevelt Avenue, not too far from Southeast Military. Now, police tell us a man was causing a scene. A security guard pulled out his weapon, fired a warning shot towards the ground. The bullet ricocheted and hit the man in the ankle. He was treated by first responders on the scene. He's now facing a trespassing charge. Still unclear what charges, if any, the security guard will face.
Some other top stories we're following this morning. A man is fighting for his life after he was shot in the head while driving on the city's west side. Police say it happened around 7 last night at El Paso Street and South General McMullen Drive. There was also a woman in the car, but she is okay. At this time, officers don't know if the gunman was also driving or standing nearby. No arrests have been made. The victim was taken to the hospital where he is in critical condition. What started as a cold case now has ended in a guilty verdict. Yesterday, a jury found Larry Moore guilty of killing 25-year-old Diana Lowry back in 1987. This is the second time Moore faced charges in this case. In 2005, charges were dismissed. Years later, investigators conducted more DNA analysis and arrested Moore. With yesterday's guilty verdict, Moore faces life in prison.
Now to the war in Ukraine. Russian forces seem to have shifted their focus from a ground offensive aimed at Kyiv to now instead prioritizing what Moscow calls, quote, liberation of the contested Donbas region. So meanwhile, Ukrainian authorities say about 300 people were killed in that Russian airstrike last week. It blasted open a Mariupol theater. That would make it the war's deadliest known attack on civilians yet. Officials say around 3 million people have fled Ukraine. Poland taking in a majority of the refugees. And coming up at GMSA at 9 a.m., our sister station, KPRC, has a crew in Poland. They're going to be joining us live for a full report. Now to your other morning headlines. In Florida, a terrifying tiger attack at a popular airboat attraction.
The dramatic moments to help the man being mauled all caught on body camera, and now the urgent 911 calls for help are being released. ABC's Eva Pilgrim reports.
Lay down. This morning, new body cam video showing deputies responding to a tiger attack in Florida.
We need an ambulance bad. Someone just got attacked by a tiger.
The attack taking place at Wooten's Everglades Airboat Tours earlier this week. According to deputies, an employee, Ignacio Mayabe Martinez, stepped into the enclosure where he was unauthorized to be while a caretaker was feeding 2 tigers. Stay down. Trying to pet one of them. The 48-year-old reportedly stuck his hands through the fence despite the caretaker repeatedly demanding not to, resulting in one tiger biting both of the man's arms before letting go.
You're gonna be fine. It's okay.
First responders finding Martinez lying on his back with open wounds, transporting him to a nearby medical center. The tiger was not put down.
Hey, the top of the middle finger's missing.
Yep.
Nearly 3 months earlier, a similar attack at the Naples Zoo, roughly 40 miles away. Echo, the endangered Malayan tiger, mauling a man on the after-hour cleaning crew who was also sticking his arms through the cage. A Collier sheriff's deputy shooting Echo, who later died from internal bleeding.
That's ABC's Eva Pilgrim reporting. Time now, 8:40, 53 degrees out.
Well, still ahead on GMSA, we'll get you all caught up on the March Madness, Max.
Oh my goodness, St. Peter's, the Peacocks.
Go Peacocks.
Go Peacocks. And the Cougs.
Go Cougs.
All right, finding themselves in the Elite Eight. We have a preview. Is there anyone you're not rooting for?
I'm rooting for everyone.
Okay.
All right, are you using one of the most common passwords in the world?
I hope not.
After the break, the top 5 most used passwords and how you can create easy ones that are effective and easy to remember.
And ones that people can't sell in the black market.
1112. Oh. 123 123.
Taking a live look out there. 53 now. What is the rest of the day going to look like? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a bit.
Okay, if you're one of the people who uses 123321 as your password, this story is for you. So when it comes to online security, having a good password is more important than ever, but many people end up using the same ones.
So can you guess which is the most common used password?
I think I just said it.
That's probably it. All right, so the number one most used password, 123456. Cyber security experts say it is best to avoid the common passwords. Create one that is unique and easy for you to remember.
So if you have a tough time remembering like I do, you can use a password manager that can easily create complex passwords for each of your accounts. All you would have to remember is one master password.
I like that. These password managers can easily be found online and often serve as browser extensions, so it's all saved to like Google Chrome or Firefox.
Or you can do what I do and do a sticky note and put it under your keyboard where everyone can find your password.
Fantastic.
Wow, Sarah. I think that story was for you, girl.
I think so.
Hey, I do want to bring everyone's attention to that fire that's ongoing in Medina County. You know, we've been covering it here in KSAT. It's called the Das Goat Fire, and over 400 acres have burned. This is south of Medina Lake. Now, the fire is 60% contained, so that's some good news there. And so far, no injuries to report or anything like that. But today, helicopters are going to be assisting putting out that fire. And I would not be surprised if you see smoke in the air today, as smoke, at least light smoke, is likely around San Antonio and for most of the metro area. These other hot spots are the smaller fires that went on over the last 24 hours, but there's that Das Goat fire in Medina County. And as you look outside right now, you can see that there is a very thin haze on the horizon of what is likely smoke. Now, as far as if this impacts the air quality, it really doesn't in a major way. Now, one below good is moderate, and we do have moderate air quality out there right now. But really, this is only going to affect people who are very, very, very sensitive to smoke in the air. Otherwise, if you're finding yourself sniffling a little bit today, it's more than likely because of oak and ash, which are moderate in the pollen count today. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, it should be fine to be outside. It is going to be a day, though, that there are going to be big temperature swings. Outside right now, temperatures are generally in the 40s and 50s, 53 in Helotes, 50 in New Braunfels, 46 in Converse. But today, this afternoon, it's going to be hot. Temperatures are going to be near 90 degrees just about everywhere. New Braunfels and Seguin, 88, 89 degrees, 87 in Bernie, 87 in Bulverde, around the San Antonio metro area, 90 degrees, even up in the hill country where it started off in the 30s, going to top off near 90. So a combination of gusty, dry, and warm weather is really going to aggravate any kind of grass fires that are out there, like that Medina County fire, and also any fires that start will spread rapidly. A red flag warning is in effect until 8 o'clock, so let's do our part to avoid any kind of outdoor burning today and creating any kind of sparks or anything like that. In your KSAT 12-hour forecast, we're going to already be at 70 degrees by 10. So after 10, you will not need the jacket whatsoever. In fact, by noon, it's going to be 81 degrees. And then in the afternoon, temperatures are going to rise even more in the early afternoon, so that by 4 p.m., 5 p.m., it's going to be warm with high temperatures near 90 degrees. Keep in mind, too, that winds are going to be from the south at 10 to 15, gusting up to 20. So it is going to be a breezy and warm day. All right, let's talk about our small window for rain this week. Now, across the nation, high pressure system building in from the west. That's why we're hot and dry. And then a low pressure system is going to develop in California on Monday and move over Texas by Tuesday night and Wednesday. But unfortunately, we are going to be at the tail end of the system here in San Antonio with much of the rain up near Dallas and Oklahoma. And so our chance for rain is very small, 30% Tuesday night into Wednesday, and it will not amount to anything to help us out as far as the drought is concerned. So by Sunday morning, tomorrow morning, make sure to take the jacket again with you if you have early morning plans tomorrow. In the afternoon, once again, a big temperature swing on Sunday. Fiesta officially begins on Thursday, and it's going to be a warm one. We'll be at 90 degrees on Fiesta day on Thursday. So yeah, it's going to be warm. Hey, but hey, coming up, I'll have another look at that pollen count. I mentioned that the oak is moderate, so we'll have a look at that.
Perfect. Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 8:49, 53 degrees out.
Final preparations underway here in Hollywood for Hollywood's biggest night. We're talking about the 94th Annual Academy Awards. I'm Morgan Norwood, and coming up, I'll tell you everything that you can expect. The countdown to Hollywood's biggest night is on. And after 3 years without an MC, the 94th Academy Awards emerging with a trio of comedic powerhouses on a mission to roast and toast Hollywood's brightest stars, Wanda Sykes, Regina Hall, and Amy Schumer. 10 films are up for the coveted title of Best Motion Picture, including King Richard, West Side Story, and Coda.
Sometimes I get a good feeling.
Traditional in-theater films going head-to-head with streaming movies, making for a diverse set of contenders.
King Richard, Coda, that is diversity without anyone having to wag their finger at the Academy and say, you should look for deaf actors and reward a film that has a cast that's primarily deaf actors. They did it on their own.
And when it comes to Best Actor, it's a battle of Hollywood's heavyweights: Will Smith, Denzel Washington, Javier Bardem, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Andrew Garfield.
A lot of people think this is the year for Will Smith for playing Richard Williams, the patriarch of the tennis greats Serena Williams and Venus Williams in the film King Richard.
This year's awards already won for the record books, with several actors and directors making history. Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, the first remake of a former Best Picture winner that's nominated for Best Picture. That film landing Ariana DeBose the honor of being the first Afro-Latina to be nominated. And Hollywood's biggest night is also date night for two real-life movie star couples, Jesse Plemons and Kirsten Dunst, Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem, each receiving nominations covering all 4 acting categories. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Hollywood.
There we go. I know. All right. Shout out to St. Peter's Peacocks. They won. They're the first 15 seed to ever make it to the Elite Eight. Go Peacocks. They won on National Peacock Day. UNC, they know what it is. That's fine. All right, on to the next ones. So, Kansas, one of the only number 1 seeds, maybe the only number 1 seed left in the tournament. And then Miami, this is the first time in Miami history, go Hurricanes, that they've made it to the Elite Eight. And then, speaking of the Elite Eight, tips off today right here in San Antonio. So we heard Sarah say it earlier. Go Cougs. Houston taking on Villanova right here at home. And then Arkansas, Duke at the Chase Center in San Francisco. Any predictions?
Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
To win it all?
Sure.
Okay. Lock it in. Time now, 8:55, 53 degrees out.
All right, just ahead on GMSA, we'll tell you how you can pick up a Texas Eats Fiesta. Oh, it's gonna one of these.
We're running out of time. The music's playing. We'll be right back.
Okay, a reminder, today is your chance to pick up a Texas Eats Fiesta medal at Pollos Asados on Penn Road. That's near Highway 90.
You can start lining up in 3 minutes, 9 a.m. Medals are going to be handed out starting at 10 a.m. It is a first-come, first-served basis while supplies last. David Elder is going to be joining us later this morning on GMSA at 9 a.m. He's going to be bringing the energy. He's going to tell you what to expect. And here's a little preview of the medal. There you go.
I think it's cute. There's a little taco sandwich, drink cup on it. You know people are already lining up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's medal season. People get real excited, as we should, because Fiesta's back in person this year.
There we go. 5:58, 8:58, 55 degrees out.
All right, ahead on GMSA, we'll have a live report from Eastern Europe as this war continues in Ukraine, how volunteers for Texas are helping refugees fleeing their country.
A deadly shooting just east of downtown ends with a large backup on I-35. What we know so far and how long it took authorities to clear the highway.
55 degrees at 9 o'clock this morning. 5 degrees, it was like, 50 earlier?
49,
this
yeah.
49, but Sarah Spivey says it's going to really warm up later throughout the day.
Good morning. 9 o'clock this Saturday, March 26th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. All right, so the end of March, we starting off a little crisp. Ending in the 80s, 90s, Sarah?
Yeah, I mean, today is going to be one of those days where the temperature swing is impressive. So outside right now, you still kind of need a light jacket, although temperatures are starting to get into the upper 50s. It's 57 degrees at the airport, 56 in Converse, 58 in New Braunfels. It's 64 now in Bernie. It's 48 in Kerrville. That is impressive because temperatures started off in the 30s in Kerrville, and just in an hour here, we've been able to see temperatures rise by some 10+ degrees. So a huge temperature swing is in the forecast today. At 6:24 this morning, we were at 47 degrees. That was our morning low. But today's forecast high, 90. Impressively warm this afternoon. That is a 43-degree temperature swing. So just in the next hour here, you're not going to need the jacket for the remainder of the day. It's a day that a lot of people are going to want to be enjoying some time outdoors. Maybe you're going to head to one of our local state parks. Know that it's going to be very warm, especially during the peak heating hours of the day. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. temperatures are going to be in the 90s, especially out west. And, you know, it's going to be breezy too. Winds will be from the south-southwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 25 miles per hour. And so because of that, there is an elevated fire risk. And speaking of fire risk, as we look out on the horizon here, you can see a bit of a haze on the horizon. That is from some smoke. Now, some smoke from a fire out in Medina County, but know that that's not going to affect our air quality too much. If anything, you'll be impacted mostly by the pollen count today, which I'll show you coming up here in the next full forecast. So high grass fire danger today with a toasty afternoon, a chance for we're going to need the jacket tomorrow morning, too. Another big temperature swing in our forecast. So I'll show you that pollen count, and we'll talk about the high grass fire danger coming up in just a bit. Sarah, Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, one man dead after an overnight shooting just east of downtown. It happened around 2 this morning on I-35 near Pine Street. Police tell us they found a 27-year-old man dead in his vehicle. They say he had been shot several times through the windows and the doors. It caused a complete shutdown of the southbound lanes of I-35 for about 4 hours this morning. At this time, police still are working to figure out what exactly led up to the shooting. At last check, no arrests have been made.
Okay, it's been 2 years since the Cesar Chavez March for Justice is finally back in person.
That's right. Jonathan Cotto joining us live from the west side throughout the morning. So, Jonathan, how's the look out there?
Max, it's looking great. Folks are excited to be out here and getting ready for that 2-mile trek this morning for that March for Justice. The events are going to be kicking off here just shortly. I'm located here at the intersection of Brazos and Guadalupe in front of the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center, but I'm not here alone. We know Cesar Chavez was a great humanitarian, a civil rights activist, and because he was, San Antonio is showing solidarity and support with our brothers and sisters from Ukraine, and I'm here with these beautiful women with Ukraine San Antonio. Ma'am, what does it mean to be here? I know that in just a few short moments, the city of San Antonio will be paying tribute to your country and the situation that's taking place abroad.
Hi, and thank you for having us here. First of all, I want to say that we here represent the Ukrainian community in town, and today we are honored to be the part of this march because today we're marching for justice, and we are very grateful to American people for standing with us in this unprecedented moment. Right now, our country is being under attack for its freedom and democracy. And with that hope in mind and with to the core of our hearts, we believe that the justice will prevail. And for that, we're going to march today with American people together.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies, for being out here. Folks, it's more than just what we see here. It's more than just the greatest accomplishments from Cesar Chavez here. San Antonio showing their best face here in support for Ukraine. Of course, peace for Ukraine and prayers for our brothers and sisters in that country. Reporting live, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. And speaking of Ukraine, our sister station, KPRC, the first and only Houston station with a crew on the ground in Eastern Europe covering the crisis.
Zach Lashway joins us live this morning from a town near the border of Belarus, where he's been all week. So, Zach, tell us about some of the humanitarian efforts going on there.
Good morning, Sarah. This morning we are live in Rivka. It's approximately 20 miles away from the border of Belarus. We've been all over Poland this week, taking a look at humanitarian efforts funded by Texans. Texans on mission. These volunteers with Texas Baptist Men are loading a bus bound for an undisclosed Ukrainian city in need. A member of the Baptist Church donated this warehouse to this relief effort. Here, people from all over the world, including Texas, pack and repack goods to be shipped to Ukraine and local shelters.
It's just an amazing example of unity, I think, that you don't see in every response.
Robert Watson is a volunteer with TBM.
Just to see the commonality of a focus of helping the Ukrainian people and the unity that brings across national, international lines is again, you just don't see it in every response.
We bring cargo here in minivans. On the way back, we bring people.
Peter A. Sons is Latvian. His organization is donating goods, including fuel.
The combination of our emotion is very interesting. It is kind of fear and love, both.
Of more than 110 Baptist churches throughout Poland, more than half have converted their places of worship into shelters.
In our church, we make decision. We want to help them to the end of the world. Even the world which, please God give us, the end of this world.
The pastor says his effort in Helm has helped more than 3,500 refugees. We've posted a link inside this story on our website for Texans, showing Texans on how to help if they choose to do so. In Poland, I'm Zach Lajwe. Back to you guys.
Zach, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We know that there's a lot going on over there. So you've been in and around Poland throughout the last few days. You know, what is the atmosphere like over there? What's the general feeling?
Yeah, you know, we flew into Warsaw midweek, and we from there went to Helm, Białystok, and now Noreska. And, you know, we've been visiting these humanitarian efforts that Texans are supporting directly. One instance that really sticks out to me happened yesterday. We were at the shelter, a church converted into a shelter in Helm, and a bus, unannounced, with 15 refugees showed up. Majority of those refugees are elderly folks. And, you know, one man walked in with help from another person, could not speak English or Polish. He spoke Ukrainian, and he's blind. Another woman who could barely walk, I was able to help her into the building carrying one bag. These refugees are leaving their country, life as they know it, with one bag. They've reduced their entire life down to one bag. And I think that's really poignant when you think about it and thinking about this is happening in 2022. There are instances, there are 2 million, 3 million stories like this, and we've been fortunate to tell just a few. Of course, we're working with translators to, you know, help communicate with these folks. But it's been heartbreaking and heartwarming.
Zach, truly incredible what's happening over there. Thank you so much for your coverage. Again, that's Zach Lashway with our sister station in KPRC. Thank you.
Time now, just about 9:10, 55 degrees out.
Okay, it's Saturday, and not only do we have an episode of Texas Eats coming up right after GMSA, we're also giving away Fiesta medals. We'll tell you where you can get yours coming up in just a few minutes.
And if you're planning retirement, the next story is for you, breaking down the most common mistakes people make when it comes to retiring, and we'll explain how you can avoid them.
It's already starting to warm up, 57 degrees at 9:10 this morning. How warm will it get? Sarah Spivey will let us know when we come back. On average, about 10,000 baby boomers turning 65 every day. People born in this generation are now either in retirement or they're close to it. But if you're not nearing retirement age, there are some common mistakes that can ruin your whole plan. Mark Austin explains what not to do.
When do you want to stop doing this and more of this? But 1 in 12 people say they don't think they'll ever be able to retire. The first common mistake people make, not paying off debt. One survey found that 40% of baby boomers struggle to pay off their credit card debt, and too much debt can make saving challenging. Retirement statistics show about 38% of Americans fail to save because they have too many other expenses, and 45% of baby boomers have no retirement savings at all. Not planning for healthcare costs is also a common misstep. The average retiree spends $4,300 out of pocket for healthcare expenses each year. And a person who turns 65 today has about a 70% chance of needing some type of long-term care service later on. Mistake number 3, taking care of adult children financially. It costs many people their entire retirement savings. A better idea is to encourage financial independence in your kids and find ways to provide non-monetary support. Mark Austin, KSAT 12 News.
All right, 59 degrees, Sarah Spivey. We're jumping up as the morning goes on.
And it's a sunscreen day, too.
Yes, it is. You will not need the jacket after 10 o'clock, and you'll need the sunscreen all day because we're going to be near 90 degrees this afternoon, guys. But I did want to start off by talking about fire danger today. There is very high fire danger today. A red flag warning in effect from 10 until 8 p.m. tonight. Very dry, very warm, and gusty conditions are going to spread any fire that develop pretty rapidly. So there's a few things that you can do to avoid any kind of fires, creating fires. First of all, avoid campfires or burn piles today. Don't create them. Again, those winds and the dry conditions would spread those fires rapidly if they got out of hand. Avoid using tools that create sparks like chainsaws. If you do smoke, make sure to dispose of cigarettes properly, and then don't drag trailer chains, okay? That can also cause some sparks, which can eventually lead to grass fire danger. And today you will notice that there is some smoke on the horizon. It's not affecting air quality in a major way, but you'll notice that haze to the horizon. If you do feel like your allergies are acting up, the reason for that is because oak and ash are moderate today. They're up there. I'm looking everywhere, and we can see those oak trees pollinating. Nice green film of pollen on vehicles. Molds, hackberry, and mulberry are low in the pollen count today, but the reason for your sneezing, that oak and ash. All right, temperatures out there on the cool side still, but we're warming up very quickly. It's 62 in Del Rio, Uvalde. It's 48 in Kerrville, the cool spot on the map, but Kerrville was in the 30s this morning, so warming up there. 58 in New Braunfels, 57 in San Antonio. We'll zoom in a little bit further here to the metro area. 56 in Rio Medina. It's 56 in Converse, 59 at Stinson, and 54 in Pleasanton. But we're just getting started when it comes to warming. In fact, by this afternoon, take a look at high temperatures because of abundant sunshine. We'll be in the low 90s in many places. 92 in Castroville, 89 in Converse, 88 in Seguin, 89 in New Braunfels, 91 in San Antonio, 87 in Bernie, 87 in Bulverde, and near 90 in Kerrville and Comfort. As I mentioned, those winds are going to be breezy too, gusting from the south-southwest at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. And again, your 12-hour forecast calls for a very quick warm-up here. After 10, you're not going to need the jacket whatsoever. Even by 11, it'll be 75. By noon, we'll already be in the 80s, 81 degrees around lunch. If you're planning to enjoying some lunch outside today, know that it's going to be on the warmer side. And then this afternoon, temperatures are going to soar to near 90 degrees. 4 to 5 p.m. That's when we usually see our high temperature this time of year. What about tonight? If you have Saturday evening plans, again, you're not going to need the jacket because it's going to be warm. Winds are going to be from the south breezy, but it's going to be 70s at 8 and at 9 and even into 10 and 11. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s. Now, something to remember is that today's a day where we see plenty of sunshine. So if you do have outdoor plans, the UV index is very high. Make sure to put on sunscreen, sunburn time less than 20 minutes. In the forecast over the next few days, we really don't have a decent chance for rain. And even when we do have a chance for rain Tuesday night, it's only 30%. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to detail that rain chance a little bit better. But for now, just know that this weekend is going to be a weekend of big temperature swings. By tomorrow morning, 50. In the afternoon, we'll be near 90 on Sunday as well. Morning clouds Monday and Tuesday. That small shot of rain, which we'll talk about more here in a bit, coming up in the next half hour. And then Fiesta begins on Thursday, and it's going to be a warm start to Fiesta near 90. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Well, tomorrow is going to be another great day to get outside and perfect timing for Ciclovia. The event is returning this year, and it's a chance for you and your family and pets to get outside, play, exercise, and explore without having to worry about traffic. I love this event so much. So the Southtown route will have the roads closed from South Flores HEB to Roosevelt Park. Again, this is happening tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Time to play in the street without having to worry about traffic.
Yeah, it's perfect. Time now at 9:22, 60 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
it.
Go for it.
I mean,
I'll wait for you to get yours. How about that? There you go. Cheers.
Cheers.
And you see the meat, the quality. You look good. Look at that. I feel like if you go home, spouse is gonna love you. Look at that whiz goatee.
Wow. Oh my gosh. The moment you take that first bite, if you can get it all in your mouth, it's a messy bite. It is absolutely incredible.
It's a real steak sandwich. And that was my whole point, is I wanted to bring Texas, especially cattle country, real meat. Because these are real cowboys. These are real people that know their meat. They know their meat in Texas.
This is incredible.
All right, so we know Fiesta starts next week, and you'll have a chance to get a Texas Eats Fiesta medal later this morning at Pollos Asados on Pin Road near Highway 90. You can start lining up now, and medals will be handed out starting at 10 o'clock this morning, just in about 30 minutes or so. So it's first come, first serve while supplies last. Please be patient with us out there. David Elder is going to be out there live in the next 30 minutes, and he's going to show us the medals and the line, and as people are getting excited for medal giveaway.
Oh yeah, it's that time of year. Time now, 9:27, 60 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
Good morning and welcome back, and happy Saturday. 9:30 this morning, Saturday, March 26th. All right, so start at 49. Did you bring in like the whole?
Of course, I had a little fleece on. I had my little booties on. But now it's warming up, Sarah, and it's a sunscreen, hat, maybe even SPF long sleeve shirt day.
Guys, by the time.
Yes, I have.
That's
you don't?
Time out.
You don't have one?
Wait, what is it? It's like a long sleeve that you wear during the heat?
It's like a built-in SPF long sleeve.
Okay, either way, guys, you won't need it. Okay, you won't need it. As you step outside, even after GMSA here at 10, it's going to be comfortable outside. Let's take a look out there right now. One thing you'll notice, first of all, blue skies across the board. It's really nice outside, but there is a bit of a haze on the horizon from some smoke in the air. Now, the smoke is actually not going to cause many issues out there for anybody who is experiencing allergy-like symptoms. It's probably from the pollen count today, which I'll show you here in a bit. Oak is moderate, but it is starting to warm up already. We're at 57 degrees. That's up 10 degrees from this morning's low. And by the afternoon, look at this. Again, whatever long sleeve thing Sarah was talking about, she's not going to need it this afternoon, because we're going to be near 90 degrees. 91 at the airport, 92 in Poteet, near 88 in Seguin, 89 in New Braunfels, 93 in Sabinal, and 93 in Uvalde. So what's up with the weather? What do you need to know? I mentioned that there's some smoke on the horizon. Today is another day of high grass fire danger. In fact, red flag warning in effect until 8 p.m. tonight. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the big temperature swing not only today but also tomorrow. And then finally, a small shot at rain this week. It doesn't look great for rainfall, but I'll tell you when we can most likely see rain in the week ahead, coming up in just a bit. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Scary moments at a Southside sports bar last night after a security guard fired shots. This all unfolding just before midnight at B&N Sports Bar. That's on Roosevelt Avenue, not far from Southeast Military. That's where police say a man was causing a scene when a guard pulled out his weapon and fired a warning shot towards the ground. The bullet ricocheted and hit the man in the ankle. He was treated by first responders on the scene. He is now facing trespassing charges. It's unclear if the guard will face any charges.
Top stories we're also following this morning. Local authorities still working on that large brush fire right now near the Medina Lake area. We've learned the fire is about 60% contained. It started with a vehicle fire on County Road 271 around 5 p.m. yesterday. So as of 2 this morning, Medina County officials said no structures have been damaged by the flames. The evacuated residents had been allowed back to their homes. The fire, it's burned about 400 acres. For now, County Road 271 will remain closed, likely through at least 5 p.m. this evening. Officials also wanted to let families in the Medina Lake area know that they do expect to see and hear helicopters above that area throughout the morning.
So go ahead and look at your screen right now, because these are surveillance photos. San Antonio police are looking for a man and woman who were at the scene of a mail theft. So this happened last month at the Avalon Apartments on Eisenhower Road. Police say the man in the pictures damaged mailboxes, took mail, and burglarized some vehicles. There was also a woman in the red vehicle police say the pair got away in. If you know who these people are, if you have any information in this case, call the East Property Crimes Unit. That number on your screen, 210-207-7642.
Well, a grand jury indicted a Bexar County deputy for manslaughter earlier this week, but now prosecutors have dismissed the charge. Brandon Moran was indicted Monday for the on-duty shooting and killing of Jesus Benito Garcia 2 years ago in Elmendorf. In the dismissal just yesterday, prosecutors noted that they were unable to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. Moran was placed on administrative leave following the indictment. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says he will return to duty now that the charge has been dismissed.
Happening right now, the 26th annual Cesar Chavez March for Justice. The march itself starts in about 30 minutes at 10 a.m. If you need a ride to the event, Via is offering free rides with pickups starting at 8 o'clock at the Alamo Dome. Rides with Via will be available from 8 to 10 this morning, and they will have a return service starting at 2:30 this afternoon from Old Bowie Street next to the Institute of Texan Cultures. You can find all of this information on KSAT.com.
In your morning headlines, a terrible situation, and this morning, a lot of questions surrounding the death of a 14-year-old boy who fell to his death from an amusement park ride. The ride at Orlando's Icon Park, well, it closed as officials are now investigating. ABC's Will Carr has the story.
This morning, new details after that horrific theme park ride accident. In video taken before the ride at Icon Park in Orlando begins, you can see riders asking if there are clip-in seatbelts. Authorities say 14-year-old Tyree Sampson fell from the freefall ride just before it ended. The plummet caught on camera. The video too graphic to show.
Tyree was here with a friend's family from the state of Missouri. So, again, we can't imagine what they're going through.
After the fall, you can hear a worker asking others if they checked the ride.
Did you check it? You guys are sure you checked it?
The 430-foot tall ride recently opened. It dropped 75 miles an hour before plummeting, riders tilting forward.
Our hearts are broken for that family of the young man. And again, we're going to do everything we can to work with the investigative authorities to get to the matter of this.
In a 911 call, the horrifying details.
The ride was going, and during the middle of the ride, the guy just came off.
Tyree's football coach paying tribute to the teenager.
He was a great kid. He was a student of the game. He was very humble, very respectful.
That was ABC's Will Carr reporting. Now back here in Texas, 2 people were killed in a helicopter crash yesterday, and terrifying video shows the aircraft spinning out of control. We do want to warn you that this video may be disturbing for some. So in this video, you can see the tail rotor has separated from the rest of the helicopter. Another angle shot from a doorbell camera shows it crashing in front of a shopping center. This happened in a suburb northeast of Dallas. The FAA says the 2 victims were the only people on that aircraft. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating.
In other news, scientists say an ice shelf the size of Los Angeles in Antarctica, it disintegrated in mid-March within days of extraordinary warmth on the continent. So it happened after temperatures soared to more than 40 degrees warmer than normal. Antarctica is the coldest, iciest place on Earth, which makes the recent warming event particularly worrisome for a lot of scientists. Now, experts say it's further proof of the speed at which climate crisis is accelerating. If not slowed down, rapid rises in sea levels are possible before the end of the century. Experts say children alive right now would be the ones who face those repercussions.
Well, after circulating at nearly non-existent levels last year, the flu is increasing in most of the U.S. That's according to the CDC's flu report that was released yesterday. The report also says the number of reported flu-related hospital admissions has increased each week for the past 7 weeks. But the CDC says the cumulative hospitalization rate for this season is lower than the rate seen around this time for the flu seasons before the pandemic.
For more than 40 years, economic leaders of San Antonio have taken an annual trip to Washington, D.C. They do so to advocate on behalf of the Alamo City. Local leaders say this is the best way to influence members of our Congress, administration officials, and even leaders at the Pentagon. They work to shape funding decisions and the direction of policy. They do this by meeting face to face. So the SA to D.C. trip is set for tomorrow, and we're also set to speak with one of the leaders of the trip tomorrow. On Leading SA at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, the president and CEO of the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce, Richard Perez, set to join us live. We're going to be talking about a lot. We're going to be talking about the goals of the trip, the conversations he expects to have in Washington, and the current state of our local San Antonio economy. If you have any questions that you would like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Then join us tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for our full conversation. Time now, 9:39, 63 degrees out.
All right, let's take a look outside with live cam. 63 degrees, already warming up at 9:39. Sarah Spivey will have our final weather when we come back.
And taking a live look out at the roadways, you see the blue skies in the background. There are a lot of closures happening in and around the Alamo City throughout the weekend. We're going to have the latest from Stephen Cavazos in just a bit.
If you have weekend travel plans, well, make sure that you plan ahead. We have a look at your weekend closures. Let's go ahead and start here at Stone Oak Parkway, where we will have some signage installation and lane striping. Now, according to TxDOT, this will start overnight on Saturday, March 26th, and wrap on Monday, March 28th. Drivers, keep in mind that will be overnight, 9 in the evening to 5 in the morning. What you can expect out there is an alternating northbound and southbound main lane closure. What that means is Loop 1604 to Stone Oak Parkway and Stone Oak Parkway to Loop 1604 will be closed at alternating times. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Let's go ahead and take that drive down up here to 35, where we do have some sidewalk and headwall work that's been continuous. Started on Monday, March 21st, and according to TxDOT, that will wrap Saturday, March 26th. Keep in mind, it's 9 in the morning to 5:30 in the afternoon. Drivers, expect some crews out there in the single northbound frontage road lane at FM 2252 and Schwab Road. One last drive down over here to 410 does show some detour work that's actually taking place. That will continue through March 28th, so that will wrap up on a Monday. Drivers, keep in mind that will be happening during 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Keep in mind there will also be an alternating northbound main lane closure there between Houston Street and I-10 each day. And for the latest on all those traffic alerts and weekend closures, just scan this QR code that will take you right to the traffic page, and stay with KSAT for the very latest.
All right, Stephen Cavazos, thank you so much.
Okay, by the way, I sent you the link.
Did.
You know what I'm talking about? They're like
there was a little
shirts you wear when you're
confusion.
fishing or outside.
Right, I knew what you were talking about. The problem
long
was
sleeve with the SPF in it.
So the long sleeves meant for the sun, Sarah Spivey.
Yes, not
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't know Sarah literally
gotcha.
prepared herself.
I don't
standing on
mess
the sun.
around. I don't mess around with the sun.
Well, I'm glad that you don't, because you're going to need the sunscreen today. It is going to be totally sunny all day long, and that's going to cause a bit of an issue if you like the cooler weather, because this afternoon it's going to be very warm, near 90 degrees. I want to start though with something you may have noticed yesterday that you may notice today. Haze on the horizon. Let's go ahead and take a look outside with live cam. You can see that haze there on the horizon. It's a brownish, grayish looking haze there, right there on the horizon. That is from some smoke in the air. Now there are several grass fires all around Texas that are creating smoke in the air, but you don't have to worry about this really impacting air quality. In fact, looking at air quality is moderate today. That is one step below good, and really, unless you're unusually sensitive to smoke in the air, you will not notice anything other than that haze on the horizon. If you're anything like me, though, the thing that's affecting you, it's not the smoke, it's allergies. And in today's pollen count, oak and ash are up there. They're moderate. Everywhere you look around South Central Texas, you can see that the trees are pollinating. And now molds and hackberry and mulberry are present as well, but in low amounts. So I was mentioning the smoke on the horizon. It is another day where fire danger is very high. A red flag warning in effect for all of the KSAT 12 counties, and this pink color here until 8 p.m. tonight, as any fires that develop will spread rapidly, be very difficult for firefighters to get under control because of those winds gusting up to 25 miles per hour and dry air in place. All right, outside side right now, temperatures are warming up. In fact, at Bernie Stage Road, we're already at 70 degrees. We're going to be getting into the 60s here very shortly in San Antonio. It's 56 in Converse, 56 Port SA, 58 in New Braunfels, 58 in Canyon Lake, 60 in Pleasanton, 60 in Lost Maples. But this afternoon is going to be even warmer. In fact, this afternoon is going to be bordering on hot. Temperatures are going to be near 90 degrees. It's going to be 91 in Port SA, 90 at Stinson, 88 in Helotes, 88 in Seguin, 89 in New Braunfels, 92 in Bandera, 89 in Kerrville. Kerrville started off at 39 degrees, so a 50-degree temperature spike there for the hill country. 92 in Devine and 93 in Pleasanton. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast will already be in the 70s by 10 and 75 by 11, so you will not need the jacket for the remainder of the day. We'll be in the 80s by lunch, and so it's going to be warm. Winds are going to be from the southwest, 10 to 15, gusting up to 20, 25 miles per hour. And this afternoon, it's going to be 90 degrees at 4 and 5 p.m. Now, if you have Saturday night plans, you're not going to need the jacket either, because temperatures are going to generally be in the 70s and even into the 60s later in the evening. And so definitely not jacket weather this evening if you have Saturday date or just want to spend some time outdoors tonight. On the radar and satellite across the nation, we look at the big picture and you can see that there's snowfall across the Great Lakes. So this is spring, snow in the Great Lakes, 90 in San Antonio. A ridge of high pressure is going to settle over, and so tomorrow's weather is going to be very similar. We're going to have a cool morning and a warm afternoon. Then looking ahead, a low pressure system, a trough of low pressure, is going to develop in California and push into Texas on Tuesday night. Now, unfortunately, here in San Antonio, we are once again going to be on the tail end of the system. And so our chance for rain is low, especially compared to Dallas and Oklahoma. Here in San Antonio, our chance for rain is only 30%, and rainfall will not amount to much. It's definitely not going to help us out in the drought. And so again, unfortunate news there. But this week will be very spring-like as far as temperatures are concerned. Cool mornings and warm afternoons. Fiesta on Thursday. No, those are not Easter eggs. Those are cascarones for Fiesta. It's going to be warm as we start Fiesta, 90 degrees on Thursday.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 9:48, 63 degrees out.
Go Spurs, go!
All right, an early Spurs game today. Tip-off set for 4 p.m. and the game is in New Orleans. Important to note, Lonnie Walker not playing, his back spasms. Devin Vassell questionable with that sore Achilles, and this could be a vengeance game. If we win, we're one step closer to making the playoff. We'll play into the playoffs, so it's like the playoff for the playoff.
Okay.
Yeah, go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go.
It is 9:49, 63 degrees out.
Texas Eats medal giveaway. It's under the desk.
We've gone too far.
Okay, well, we'll show it to you when we come back. All right, it is Fiesta season, which means it's time for Fiesta medals. And we have one of our first giveaways with David Elder. This is the Texas Eats medal that you can get in just about 8 minutes when the giveaway starts at 10 a.m.
So David Elder joined us live, and people start lining up at 9 a.m. David, how's it looking out there?
You guys, it is looking incredible out here. We actually, the earliest person was 7:45. 7:45 in the morning. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. We got this long line. Ben, you got to show them. Look how, you guys keep waving down there. I mean, it is going. You guys, we're at 2403 Penn Road in San Antonio, Pollos Asados El Gordo. And this is the restaurant you want to be at today, because at 10 o'clock, we're giving away 200 limited edition Texas Eats Fiesta medals. And we're so excited. You guys excited for them, right? It's wild. We've been handing out prizes already, and we got a winner right here, 805-338. My man, right there. We got you covered. We'll get your prize for you. Look at that. Vintage medals. We got KSAT koozies. We're having a blast out here. There's going to be live music by a DJ. We also have Texas celebrities heavyweight music. They're in the house. You're going to be dancing for us, too. Are they back over here somewhere? There they are. They're coming out. They're making their grand reveal. You guys are going to be dancing for us and doing some fun stuff, signing some autographs, right? Yes, sir. Wonderful. You guys, there's also delicious out here as well. It's Pollos Asados, so you're going to get a lot of good chicken. You have to try the rice, the beans, the green salsa. That's my favorite thing. You can take that green salsa home and you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with it, right? You want to put it on pork, Put it on some pork. You can do whatever you want. All right, we're going to pick one more winner while we got you guys on here. Don't forget to come out here, 2403 Penn Road. We should have the graphic up there just in case you want to see a map as well. The next winner, 852. Right over there. You're a winner. And like we said, we're going to have live music, DJs, maybe some food samples, who knows? Plus, Texas Eats Fiesta medals. Make sure you guys come on out here. We have a couple more left. Oh, we also got some tickets right here. Patty, thank you so much. It's a lot of fun. Of course, it's Fiesta time, so everybody, Viva Fiesta! We'll send it back to you guys in the studio. We got to keep picking prize winners over here.
Yeah.
That is so
Viva
great.
Fiesta. So exciting to see people excited about those medals. Hate's right. Don't sleep on that green salsa. And don't forget to head to KSAT.com for all your Fiesta needs. Just scan this QR code with your cell phone camera. Right now, it's on your screen. You can find a list of all the Fiesta events and parades.
So technically, Fiesta begins on 31st and ends on April 10th. And huge shout out to David Elder, all the excited people out there. That's awesome.
I know. I mean, for medals, but people get really worked up about medals.
Yeah.
I know Fiesta doesn't start till next week, but in my mind, it's already here.
That's
we
true.
have medals. Fiesta started.
Good point. Time now, 9:55, 63 degrees out.
We'll be right back. In the news you need to know before you go, a man is dead after an overnight shooting just east of downtown. It happened around 2 o'clock this morning on I-35 in the southbound lanes near Pine Street. That's where police say they found the 27-year-old man dead in his vehicle. They say he had been shot several times through the windows and doors. The incident caused a complete shutdown of those southbound lanes of I-35 for about 4 hours. At this time, police don't know what led up to the shooting and have not made any arrests.
Local authorities still working on that large brush fire right now near the Medina Lake area. So far, we've learned the fire is about 60% contained. We know it started with a vehicle fire on County Road 271 yesterday, and it all started around 5 p.m. As of about 2 this morning, Medina County officials say no structures have been damaged by the flames. The evacuated residents have been allowed to return to their homes. And we also know the fires burned about 400 acres. For now, County Road 271 will stay closed likely through at least 5 p.m. today. Officials also want to let families in the Medina Lake area know they will expect to see helicopters and hear them throughout the morning.
And you will probably see some haze on the horizon from smoke, but the reason for your sneezing is likely the oak and the ash, which are moderate. Molds, hackberry, and mulberry are low. It's already 68 degrees. We've already seen a 20-degree jump. There's fire danger today with a red flag warning until 8 p.m., so try to avoid any kind of outdoor burning. Another big temperature swing tomorrow for your Sunday, starting off at 50, topping off at 88. Looking ahead, Monday and Tuesday, some morning clouds, a small chance for rain Tuesday night. That's not going to help us out with the drought, but it's going to feel warm like spring all week long.
Warm week. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. But for now,
Texas Eats starts right now.
Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats,
we're traveling around Central Texas looking for great restaurants you're not going to want to miss.
Get ready for a restaurant tour of Bernie, Texas with WWE superstar Goldberg.
There's no question that you have to have an appetite because it's about the size of a small child.
Plus, we learn how Shiner beer gets made at the Spetzel Brewery.
Okay, we brewed our beer. We brewed wort. Now we're going to transfer it into here, and this is where we're going to turn it into beer.
And we check out a food truck making wild cheesesteaks.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. Our special guest on today's episode is WWE superstar, actor, and new Texas resident, Bill Goldberg.
Oh, there you go.
100.
100.
Yeah.
You're the man. There you go.
How much weight it was.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us today on Texas Eats, you know him as Goldberg. It's Bill Goldberg. Thank you so much for being with us today.
It's an honor and a privilege, especially to eat.
So we're gonna go to a couple places today in the Bernie area, and we're gonna be trying some really good food. But right now, we're inside of your home gym. What is a normal workout day for you? What's a normal eating schedule for you?
Got a normal workout day would be training 2 hours twice a day, in the morning, at night, eating at least 5 to 7 times through, between all of that.
Part of that too is you don't always get to eat what you want to eat, especially when you're training. But when do you get to pick what you like to eat? What's your favorite thing?
Tomahawk steak. Steak. Protein.
There you go.
Sushi.
And you mentioned tomahawk steaks. You mentioned steaks. Well, guess what? I got a big surprise for you. Our first restaurant we're heading out to has just that, but they're grilling and smoking them. You ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on. Now we're out here at Compadre's Hill Country Cocina, and Bill, this is a spot that you frequent pretty often, right?
Yeah, I think most of the people in town think I work here, that I'm here so often. But, Mark's got wonderful food. It's locally owned business, veteran supported, veteran owned. And, those are 3 terrific reasons to come here daily.
Every Friday at 12 o'clock, you can come out and hear the national anthem played by a trumpet player.
It is now 12 o'clock, and every Friday we have Mr. Jeff Hansen to play the national anthem for us. So if we can all be on our feet, please.
And it brings the hair up on your arms. Yeah. Again, dedicating your time to thanking the people who protect our freedom is unbelievable.
This has to be some of the best food you can get in the area. And we're actually looking, get this guys, smoked tomahawk steaks. Cooked at a beautiful medium rare finish, but this is like the showstopper.
The only thing bigger and better than this burger is the Gold Burger that he makes special.
Just like it's named after you.
It's named after
There you go. I gotta take a bite of this thing. Let's do it together. Cheers to you. Big old piece of bacon, lettuce, onions, tomatoes, going in for the real thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Who's got more on the goatee, me or Jared?
You can see the smoke ring on the outside of the burger. It has like that char grill vibe going to it. Big old slab. I mean, that's a slab of bacon. That's a solid burger. Look at you. You went for round 2 already.
I'm looking for a napkin.
Oh, yeah. I was hiding.
Get all this off my face.
I mean, this has to be what, like a 3/4 pound burger? Half-pound burger?
What?
Pound burger?
Mm-hmm. And a half.
I mean, the burger does everything that you want.
First time I ever had a smoked burger was here at Compadre's, and I like it so much, I'm not leaving home without it. I'm going everywhere with this bite.
This bad boy is smoked, which is going to make it a lot more tender, especially with the amount of time that he's doing. He's averaging about 4 hours on a smoke. That is incredible. That's when the fat just renders down, just melts in your mouth.
Every single Friday, I come here and I get this tomahawk steak. Yeah. I mean, the thing is absolutely gigantic. I don't know how a human being can eat it, but we continue to do it every Friday.
But I'm gonna go for it.
This is absolutely fantastic.
It's a much different flavor than grilling, even like just an offset charcoal flavor. I mean, the way they're smoking it out here, it's just fantastic.
I'd never had a smoked steak before moving to Texas, and Mark taught me about it.
Wow.
And I gotta say, it's reminiscent of like a prime rib.
When you're getting it like this right here, you're getting that medium rare, you really do appreciate the protein a lot. I think that's really nice as well. A little bit of parsley and cilantro on top. I mean, this is like a little bit of a Tex-Mex fusion on there as well. You got the kind of the pickled onions, on the side. Something you would see with carnitas.
There's no question that you have to have an appetite because it's about the size of a small child. So don't eat for 2 or 3 days before you come on Friday to get the tomahawk steak at Compadre.
That's right. Reservations only. I gotta say, this is fantastic. I know this is a recommendation by you as well as one of your favorite places to come out to in Bernie. And this is definitely on my list of the places you have to visit when you're in the Bernie area. Compadre's Hill Country Cocina does a lot for the military community, but it's also just a wonderful place to stop in and visit when you're out here. But Bill, thanks for showing us this place. You got another place on your list that we're gonna be heading out to very soon, so you guys stay tuned right here on Texas Eats. We got a lot more eating to do.
Because you're next, Texas.
Stay tuned, because we'll be traveling to another Bernie restaurant with Goldberg later in the show. Now, we're traveling to the northeast side of San Antonio to go inside of a smoking chicken joint.
Let's go inside Pollos Asados Los Norteños. Joining me now is Frank Garcia. He's the owner out here at Pollos Asados Los Norteños, and this is the spot to come to. This is like the OG spot in San Antonio to come get this style of food.
This has been very popular. This is a dish that one of my waitresses came up with. We call it Dino Special. It's mixed with whichever meat you want, sausage and melted cheese over it.
That's just the ooey gooey goodness. That's the bite. It's meat and cheese. It's just good. I love the flavor that you have on all your items, and that's coming straight from that grill. They can put an insane amount of chicken on this grill out here, and it's loaded up with not just the chicken, you can also put the sausage on there as well. Plus, they're making burgers.
These recipes, they're family recipes. We have family in Mexico that have grills like this in Mexico.
It's the chicken that is really special. It's the way you marinate it, right, and the preparation on the grill, but it's also this sauce right here. What goes into the sauce?
I'd tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
That's the kind of answers I like on this show. A little threatening, but also very good, because it's like, oh, it must be really good then. Super moist on the inside, cooked down to the bone, and you can see that marinade, it's sitting on there. It's like a brining process, right? Look at that. Give me a moment. Pollos Asados Los Norteños is known for their chicken. And it's not just the chicken though, it's also the green sauce. So you gotta get the chicken, dunk it in the green sauce, or pour it over on top with the corn tortilla. Game over, it's absolutely delicious. I'm gonna try this burger. What's going on with this one right here?
This burger it's the bean burger. We have beans on the bottom, refried beans on the bottom. Of course, you got your half-pound meat on there, and pico de gallo. That's a killer right there.
Look at that. And it's just juicy. That's crazy. Here we go. That's the bite right there. What's the name of the burger?
Bean burger.
This is bean burger.
Bean burger.
Bean burger. Here we go. That's a great bite.
It's a combination with beans, the meat, and pico de gallo and cheese.
If you're eating this burger and you're not getting messy, you're doing it wrong. This is absolutely incredible. Super juicy. I love the flavors on there. The beans and the pico de gallo together. It's that acidity that's cutting through some of the fat that's in the burger. I mean, it's really nice. Toasted buns, a lot of textures going on, fresh produce. If you want to get a burger, you can come out here too. Pollos Asados Los Norteños is an iconic restaurant from the south side of San Antonio, but it's here in Windcrest. It's a little bit hidden off the highway, but let me tell you, when you find it, this is going to be your main spot for lunch. Frank, thank you so much for having us here. Thank you. You guys, right here off Walsham, this is the new location. There's also the location on the south side, but either one you go to, it's going to be the same great food, but you got to get the chicken, you got to try the rice and beans, and the sauce. This is where it's at. This is my sauce now. Is that okay? Yes. Okay. I was going to dip it in like that. That's what you want to do when you come out here.